Hi, good morning, welcome back to the channel. My name's Avery and I thought we would do a fun little weekend in my life nesting edition. I just moved back to Oklahoma and our stuff is actually everywhere. We had our baby shower last week, so we have registry items everywhere, my suitcases everywhere, and we have a bunch of appointments to do now that we are back in Oklahoma. So first up was getting my new Oklahoma driver's license, and I was a little nervous because I also needed to do a name change. So I needed to do name change and then residency change, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I have all the documents. I had a huge fiasco earlier in the year with getting my new social security card and everything with the name change. So we waited. We've been down in Texas for a little bit, and so obviously I couldn't get a new license or anything while we were down there because we were not Texas residents. We were just down there for a little bit of training. So now that we are finally back in Oklahoma, checking off 50 million different things for the to-do list, but that was super easy. I just got it done. Nothing like getting your ID photo taken at like 8 months pregnant. That was humbling, but very glad to have that done and out of the way. It was weighing a lot and like stressing me out a little bit. So thankful to have that done. Thankful to have my name officially changed before baby girl comes. Took way longer than I was trying to do. I was trying to do it like right when we got married before we moved down to Texas, but with it just like literally did not work. So anyways, have that done. We booked a passport appointment for next week, so we will get that done. Unfortunately my passport just expired in May, but that's fine because I also need like a new one with new last name. So have that, and then I wanted to get a car wash today, but it's actually raining, so that feels a little counterintuitive. But we are going to head to Old Navy right now. I currently outgrew all of my pants. I have no jeans, linen pants, shorts, like literally nothing except matching sets, which is fine, but sometimes there's days where I want to wear, you know, something a little other than loungewear. So we're gonna head to Old Navy and then maybe pick up a couple like onesies and random things for baby girl. Then where else did I want to go? I think that's it. Then we're gonna go home and nest. So welcome to, I guess, part one. We'll see how many parts we can get done, but part one of my nesting series. Let me see if I can move that back. I've been wearing this like boxer tee and then the pair of linen pants. I just feel like they're a little bit too tight for my comfort, so. Unfortunately, no luck with the jeans, but I thought I'd show you quickly like what I got. These I think are pajamas, but I've been wearing boxer shorts like out and about, so these, and then also like a long pair of linen pants, which again are probably pajama pants, but I've been wearing these with like a t-shirt or a tank top, and they're actually perfect. Those were only $8, so that was a steal. And then I got a couple cute little fall outfits. I just really couldn't help myself. That is so precious. Also super cute, maybe like Thanksgiving vibes. And then two little sleepers. They're actually so soft. These were also on sale. One is just like this little floral pattern, and then little cheetah, leopard, whatever you want to call it. Cheetah girl, cheetah sisters. For the baby shower, my baby shower theme, if you didn't see it, was baby in bloom. I don't have the invitation here sitting next to me, but I thought we would go through some of the games that we had printed out. Mom and I had found a super cute file on Etsy, and then from the Etsy file I downloaded it from Canva, or like to Canva, and edited it in there with like different fonts and everything. So the first one was in the little invitation suite, and it was just a little diaper raffle. Sorry, it's kind of tiny, but this little diaper raffle. was one of the like quote unquote games prizes that our guests won. And then this one was just kind of like a fun thing for people to do while they were eating or chatting or whatever. We had 2 of those just kind of sitting out at the tables next to all of the food. One is a baby feature, and it was like, who do you think baby girl will look most like? Eyes, lips, cheeks, teeth, feet, sense of humor, stubbornness, smile. There's like a whole list of things, and then you just circle like, do you think she'll get it from me or from Aiden? This one was a little word scramble. It was also next to the baby features one, just on the table. If anyone wanted to do as a word scramble, guests won a little prize for this one. Then we had a family traditions one. It just says, share your favorite family tradition from childhood or things that you started with your own family. And obviously Aiden and I just got married, and this is our first baby, so we are trying to, oh my gosh, it will not focus. Okay, there you go. We're just figuring out like all the different family traditions that he loved, I loved, and things that we want to start together with our family. Then we had this one, and Aiden and I both answered it, and it was, the mom and dad have given their answers, can you guess them correctly? And you just circle like Avery or Aiden. And it was a little questionnaire of like different things between me and Aiden, and then someone won a prize based off of their correct answers. Some questions were like, who wants more children? Who knew they were pregnant first, or like looked at the pregnancy test first? Who's gonna cry more? Who weighed more as a newborn? Who's more nervous about labor? Who will the baby look like more? Whose name will the baby say first? Who decided on the name? Who will be the fun parent? Who will take the most pictures? Just fun questions that Aiden and I answered before the baby shower, and then everyone like picked Aiden or me. And then we did a bunch of different gift opening things because a lot of people had shipped the gifts jeez, because a lot of people had shipped the gifts here to Oklahoma, so we didn't have to move everything. Mom and I had printed everything off the registry and put them in little envelopes, so people still knew that I got their gift. And then I like opened it up, and while I was doing that, we had this little baby bingo going, and you just kind of fill in like what you think I'll get. It says, what gifts do you think she will receive today? Fill the boxes with your guesses, and as soon as she unwraps them, mark them off. Get 5 in a row like a bingo, and you get a line. You get a prize. Jeez. So we did this little game, and I just thought it was so fun. And the little template was perfect. The day was so fun, and it was so good to see everyone. Obviously, it's a little different now because I'm long distance, so I hadn't seen a lot of those friends, family members, just everyone who came to the baby shower in so long. So it was a good little catch up. It was a busy week, and now we are back getting situated. So anyways, let's get to nesting. Another day. I have been slacking so much on my like pregnancy wellness routines and supplements and everything that I feel like has carried me through my pregnancy this far. with all of the moves and travel to Colorado and the baby shower and then coming back here. So today is Saturday morning and we are getting back on our grind. We have a lot of cleaning to do, but first I'm making my little water and taking my supplements. I feel like having a iced lemon water this pregnancy with some trace minerals and then also like an electrolyte packet throughout the day has helped tremendously with overall like swelling and water retention. I haven't been doing that the last couple days. Let me tell you, I can definitely feel it. My rings got super tight and just everything feels swollen and inflamed and uncomfortable. So I just put 1 whole lemon in my water and then I add in these trace minerals. And then I'm pretty sure in my last vlog I talked about the supplements I'm taking for pregnancy, but I thought we would quickly go through those. I have all needed products. So I have their prenatal, the omega-3, the choline, and then I also take the Ritual pre and probiotic. I'm still out of the natal biotic. Now that I'm home, I need to order the natal biotic one for mom and baby on Amazon. This one's just like their normal pre-pregnancy one that I've been taking that I had left over before I got pregnant, but that is the current lineup. And let's get going with the nesting series today because we have a lot to do. Aiden is on his way home from Texas and he'll be moving back this afternoon, and the house is actually chaos right now. So let's start doing some unboxing, moving, need to do a load of laundry, just everything is everywhere at the moment and it's making me quite stressed and overwhelmed. So let's get going. So many random things in here that I just honestly have not worn in so long, so there's really no point in me still having them. And after pregnancy I really want to start investing in more like a capsule wardrobe because everything I have is like actually the opposite of a capsule wardrobe, and I feel like half of this stuff is like college clothes that I just will not be wearing as a soon-to-be 27-year-old mom. The vibe is just like very different now. Good morning, welcome back. Aiden got home last night and we got pizza and just kind of hung out, and then this morning we slept in and started working on some of the nursery stuff, and I started working on all of the baby shower thank you notes while he was doing that. But now we have a lot of work to do. I just ordered the baby laundry detergent, but I took apart pretty much everything that we got from the baby registry and baby shower and stuff that people have sent, stuff I've bought, of everything that needs to be washed, clothes, towels, blankets, swaddles, like whatever. That actually took way longer than I thought it was going to be, just with all of the different tags and everything is a little more time consuming, but got those all unwrapped and ready to get washed. But I need to wait for the detergent and everything to get in before I wash those, so those are just sitting on the floor right now. But Aiden built the dresser. I'll show you guys that here in a second. And we have literally all these boxes to go through, and then I feel like maybe I said this, but in the closet is what we were using as like a storage room because we don't have a storage room in this house. So once I move all of those boxes out, we need to go through the closet and figure out what we're doing with all of the stuff that is currently in her closet, so that we can slowly but surely start organizing and getting everything put away. But that is pretty much where we are right now. I need to order a couple other random things that we still have on the baby registry. I just got a notification saying that like we have the 15% off from baby list of all the items that like have not been purchased. So I put some of those in the cart. I need to get that. Still need to get a crib mattress right now. That's like one of the bigger items. And then yeah, I think once we start going through everything and actually seeing it outside of the boxes, it'll help me like mentally figure out what all we still need and what I need to order and go from there. Okay, here's the dresser. The dresser color is like a dark hazelnut, I think, and then it's the same exact color for the crib as well. And then here's all of the clothes that we like, that I unboxed and everything. So that is what we're currently working with. Aiden just went out to go mow. I don't know if you can hear that, but this is the current situation and state of the nursery. So let's get some music going and start crack-a-lackin'. Life is actually so crazy because one day you're crying doing long distance like airport drop-offs, and the next your husband is outside mowing the lawn of the house that you guys bought together. And time really does, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, like that's just actually so crazy. And sometimes I just have moments where I'm like, wow, like thank you Jesus for answering all of my prayers in your perfect timing, like perfect divine timing, not in my timing but in his. And yeah, he's just out there taking care of our lawn and I'm inside taking care of the house, just like I always like dream. Got a ton of diapers. For the diapers we're using Coterie. I really like a lot about this brand. I did a ton of research on different diaper brands and all the different ingredients in them and making sure that they were EWG verified, and then also like non-toxic, no chlorine, no, literally so many different things that they put in diapers these days. So anyways, I ended up on Coterie. They also don't have any latex, parabens, or chlorine, like I said. So this is what we are trying out. We will see if we stick with it, but that's actually the only thing that I have right now, other than my friend just recently had a baby and she sent me a big box from her diapers that her baby already outgrew. So I have some of those to also try out too and see how she likes them and the absorbency and everything. And never really thought that I would be on YouTube talking about diaper absorbency, but here we are. So I also ordered a bunch of postpartum stuff and I need to start putting together like a postpartum care package, or not care package, but like hospital bag and diaper caddy for myself. So we will get to that maybe in the next video or 2 videos. I don't really know what my uploading schedule is going to look like, but that is where we are with diapers. For the baby wash, lotion, and then detergent, I'm using Attitude, all unscented, and I use this brand for me personally. It's also EWG verified. So I have these little ones. And then I forgot I did order the laundry detergent, but I don't have like dryer sheets or anything for her, so it all just kind of looks exactly the same. Here is the bump at the moment. We are 31 weeks, which is so crazy. These pants kind of fit funky. I sized up, and I don't know if I'm fully ready for that size, but this whole set is from Aerie, and I have been living in everything from Aerie. Good morning, welcome to another day. I think I'm going to end the vlog after this, but we're gonna make a quick little matcha. I have been obsessed with matcha. If you watched my last YouTube, you would know that I have kind of been having like random coffee aversions during the third trimester, which I had them during first trimester, and unfortunately they are coming back, and so we're gonna make a little matcha. I just ordered this off of Amazon. It's the Chamberlain coffee matcha. I am not like a matcha connoisseur, so anyone who like makes matcha all the time, don't come at me, because I'm kind of like halfway making it. I don't want to buy like the full kit for it. So anyways, this is what we're working with. We're heating up the water, and then I'm going to pour the teaspoon of matcha into my little container into here. So we'll get a little bit of matcha. I need to get the teaspoon. Okay, so it's 1 teaspoon, and I'm like literally almost out, so we're actually just gonna dump the rest of this. Again, I really don't know what I'm doing, but it has been a fun little mixture outside of coffee. Fun little drink. Okay, it's kind of all stuck to the bottom, and then we're gonna put a little bit of honey. This is the honey that I use for my coffees, and I also was really kind of liking maple syrup in them, but we actually have no maple syrup. I need to go to the store and get some, so we're gonna put a little spoonful of honey in here, and a little splash or sprinkle, I guess, of salt, and then we wait for the water to heat up. In the meantime, we're gonna fill this glass with ice. Pour a little bit of milk into the glass. I feel like that's a good amount. I just eyeball everything, so really don't come at me for this because I have no clue what I'm doing. While we're waiting for the water to heat up, I thought I would just kind of run through this weekend and all of the nesting and what to expect like moving forward in the vlogs. But this weekend, since we literally just moved back to the house, I feel like everything is chaotic, and I'm sure I've said this like 50 million times, but everything is literally everywhere, and I feel like a little bit when you're moving and reorganizing and getting stuff situated, it kind of has to get worse before it gets better. And let me tell you right now, it is definitely worse. We have boxes everywhere. Aiden just went on a trip to Goodwill, took out a ton of stuff that we like are donating from either clothes or random things. Thankfully, since we just moved, I don't feel like we have a ton of like things to get rid of, because we kind of did that like pre-move and like decluttering and everything. But yeah, so everything is actually everywhere. I just ordered the mattress for the crib. We need to set up the crib, and then as you saw, we need to go through all of the closet and storage room. Let's grab the water. Not really like the storage room, but the storage closet that we are currently using. Also, I got this tea kettle for my wedding registry from my friend Becca, and I am so obsessed with it. I use it all the time. Okay, now we have our little matcha concoction in here, and I'm just gonna pour the water in. I just like kind of put a little bit of water in there. I don't measure it at all. I just do kind of whatever I'm feeling for that. But in the next vlog, I really want to do like a nesting, getting back into routine. I just signed up for a gym membership this morning. We went to the gym, and so need to get back into routine, grocery haul, Costco run. We have a baby appointment coming this week. So I'm gonna film another little like week in my life nesting series. And hopefully that'll be like a little less chaotic as we slowly start getting settled into this house. But thank you guys so much for just like joining me for all of the fun. I feel like it makes it so much better when I'm not doing it like alone and you're here with me doing it together. So I'm way more productive, and I just feel like it's gonna be fun and sweet to have this all documented. That just kind of splashed everywhere. For the matcha, I just froth it with like this little frother that I got from Amazon. I use the frother for actually everything. My magnesium, electrolytes, this matcha, it was like $8 on Amazon. I froth it until I feel like it's good, and then pour it into the milk. I'm kind of scared. Okay, and here we go. Oh, I missed the cup a little bit. Perfect. I put like 2 of the icon glasses from Anthro on our wedding registry, and people went haywire getting them. They saw that and they were like, oh my gosh, we need to get them. Which obviously, like, I love a fun glass. So now we have so many from our wedding registry, which is so fun. We have like seasonal ones, we have Christmas ones, football ones, this cute little like strawberry one, Valentine's. Like, we are set in the hosting department for little glass cups. But cheers to a little matcha, and I will see you guys in the next vlog of a fun little week in my life, getting things back together, nesting series, baby appointment, all of that. So see you guys next time.